That was last Friday, WWE SmackDown. Well, this Saturday in St. Louis, it's Backlash. Jacob Fatu defending his U.S. title in a fatal four-way against Drew McIntyre, L.A. Knight, who you saw in the ring, and our guest, Damian Priest, who joins us in studio. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. How you doing?
When you get ready for a match with three others, how do you begin to tell a story effectively when you've got so many other participants in the match?
It's funny because when you have and especially the caliber athletes that are in this one, it's, man, what are your greatest hits? And let's throw bombs and let's just give the crowd what they want to see from each one of us. And then, we just through conversation, we'll structure it accordingly and make it the best we can. This
match is, the card is loaded, but you're talking about the physicality. All three of you guys, and then the champion, Jacob Fatu. I mean, this is going to be a stiff, physical match, right?
Yeah, I still haven't recovered from Mania physically.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this match and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I'm definitely going to feel pain for a while.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like I said, these are some of the heaviest hitters in the company, big guys that are megastars right now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I love that physicality anyway.
You mentioned the heavy hitters, and Jacob Fatu got to you on Friday Night SmackDown. I think there's a barricade involved in here.
Yeah, well, first was this, and you can see, this is funny because you can see my face right here. I killed my thigh. And then, yeah, that did not feel great. It's a big boy.
It's funny because all four of you are physical, tough, but it's different. Like you bring something different. Each one of you, Fatu, there's a suddenness to his offense, right?
Yeah, he's explosive, and for his size, he does things that he's not supposed to do, and he's incredibly impressive. And dangerous. Yeah. This is going to be, like I said, it's going to be a hell of a match.
And you and Drew McIntyre have beat up each other in the past too, right?
Yeah, we've done some damage to each other, and Drew is another one of those. I mean, if you see him, he's just a massive human being. I'm considered a big guy, but when I'm in front of him, I'm like, oh, I'm not that big,
Yeah, we've had you on the show before, and we've talked about your Yankee fandom. For people that aren't familiar with your story, how did you become a Yankee fan?
Well, I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I mean, I must have been maybe 12 years old. My dad took me to my first Yankee game, and I don't remember much of the game. I just remember that they won 1-0 because Don Mattingly hit a home run, and I just remember the vibe in the stadium and everybody screaming, and I was like, oh, I love this feeling. Like, it was just, I became an instant fan of Yankee fans just because of that vibe, and then the team itself, and then you start learning and you learn the tradition of the game and of the team and the organization. And it's to me, baseball is the best sport aside of wrestling.
Yeah.
It's the best sport in the world.
We see you here standing next to Aaron Judge, and obviously you're a big human being. But when you saw Aaron Judge in person for the first time, what did you think?
Wow. Yeah, like presence, his size, and then just a class act of a human being. It was, one of those that even, I don't say what you will, my position.
Yeah.
He's one of my heroes. So when they said, don't meet your heroes, I was glad I met him. He was awesome.
Now, you went to a lot of games. I saw you during the postseason last year. The Yankees even had you voice their hype video going into the World Series. What did that run to the World Series mean last year?
All of it was an honor, by the way. Just, being able to live out my dream and then, my fandom, mix them together is amazing. And then last year's run was, man, it just felt so good. And then having them include me in that and making me a part of that family, it meant the world to me.
There's so many great moments in your career, and we saw you prior to break, you coming out with a baseball bat. You can handle a baseball bat, but in a much different way than what Aaron Judge does. We have video of your match. I don't remember what card it was on, but against Bad Bunny. It was a Puerto Rican street fight, and we were talking during the break. It's one of the most and mind you, Damian, you know this better than anyone. For a person to come into your world and do this, what does that mean?
So, celebrities come and go all the time in our business. There you want to promote a song, a movie, whatever. Bad Bunny took it differently because he's a big fan. He put in the work, training and everything. And for me, a celebrity coming in and doing this style of match, a street fight, and it was Backlash, so it's anniversary time, actually.
Yes, that's right.
it's incredible to see somebody willing to risk. You know, like, he has a career that he's obviously very successful at. But for his fans, for our fans, and he showed us respect and everything. And to me, when it comes to celebrities, nobody touches him. You know, and he set a new standard, if anything, for celebrities to come in. And if they want to be a part of our world, you got to look at what Bad Bunny was willing to do and willing to take.
Well, I mean, he was doing the Canadian Destroyer. He's doing moves off the turnbuckle. So you've had a match with one celebrity. What do you think it would take to have a match against this celebrity? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I want no part of.
I'm sure some of your colleagues would love to see that.
Yeah,
though.
I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would. Stop laughing over there, Lauren. So when you look ahead to what you have now going forward, you've got Backlash. SummerSlam is just going to be up right not too far from these studios, a 2-night event. You have done so much in this business. What do you feel like there's left to accomplish as you look at the landscape of your career moving forward?
You know, it's funny. As much as I've accomplished in a short amount of time, there's always so much more. There's more championships to win, more moments to be had, and that's my thing now. It's moments where people remember, the stuff that lives forever. Where somebody says, "Man, I'm so glad I was there that day to witness this moment live." Like those are the things, and what those moments are, we don't know till they happen, right?
Yeah.
So that to me is always a goal. Better tomorrow than was yesterday. And we look forward to just creating that for our fan base and just for ourselves and our industry.
Next hardcore match or street fight that you have, will you consider using a torpedo bat?
I mean, they seem to work for some people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hit it with the sweet spot.
And lastly, Judge, Stanton, yourself, is that the six-man tag team that you would envision? I mean, is there someone else that could overtake those two guys?
Right now, I don't see who. But that's an easy answer right there. The 6-man, Judge and Stanton, two big boys and two of the strongest guys in the league.
Yeah.
I'll take them.
Well, it is WWE Backlash. It's a fatal 4-way for the U.S. title. Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, and L.A. Knight. Yeah, we'll be rooting for you, man. Stay safe. Thanks for coming in, man. It was a pleasure to have you. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you at SummerSlam, a 2-night event at the Meadowlands.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Good luck to your Yankees moving forward.
Appreciate it.